Hey passive affiliates, welcome to week number 0. In this video, I'm going to show you essential tools that you need. Do not skip this video. Very, very important that you don't skip this video, and we're going to get right into it, but there's especially 2 different tools that you need in order to do anything whatsoever. So my goal for this video is to show you the #1 most important tool. There's actually 2, and then I'm going to show you other tools that I use. And by the end of this video, you have all the tools that you need to get started with this and to make this as easy as possible for you to do. That's my goal. Make this as easy, as carefree as possible to get you results. So right here is the most essential tool by itself. It's a 2x playback speed tool. I use 2 different softwares basically, and you can choose which one to do yourself. Video Speed Controller and Vimeo Repeat and Speed. And I'm going to show you exactly what both of them do right now. So the first one is Video Speed Controller. It looks like this right here. You can download it. It's very good. And what I use it for is basically, as you can see, it comes up in the top right here, and you can click on that. You can click on settings. And when you click on settings, you can assign a keyboard shortcut. So the keyboard shortcut that I have is U right here to decrease the speed, and O to increase the speed, okay? And if I click on O, it's going to increase the speed by 0.25. So all I have to do is click the button 4 times, and I have 2x speed. All right. So let me show you how it works in just right now. Let's see if we're good. Yeah, we're all good. So I did this video before, and the video was not recording. So
if you already have a channel right now and you're posting videos, you need to have at least 30 videos on your YouTube channel. Or if you are an online marketer, you need to be making at least $3,000 per month to be.
Like you can see, just like that, we increased the speed to 2x, and it's very, I love this tool. I like every single time I go into the YouTube video, I like go into a YouTube video, click it 3 times to watch it at 1.75 speed. And I can't really watch videos at 1 point speed right now because it's just so boring. The second tool that you can use is Vimeo Repeat and Speed. And this is how it looks like on the Chrome store. As you can see, Video Repeat and Speed. And what it's basically going to give you is this repeat button right here, and also this tag right here. And let me show you how it looks like. So here we are on the sales page once again. And as you can see, we can click on repeat to repeat the video forever, or we can actually click on the playback rate, and we can choose 2, 3, 4. We can go 1.5. And you can just click right there, and as you can see, the playback rate is 1.5. So you can choose whichever tool you want to use yourself, but having a double playback speed tool is essential in my opinion, because I'm gonna say a lot of things, and I'm gonna take some breaks, and I'm gonna take some pauses and stuff, and this is not gonna be edited. So I highly recommend that you have a double, or it's essential. You cannot move on without having a playback speed tool like this. The next tool that you need to have is a vidIQ. This is a Chrome extension that basically gives you a lot of data on YouTube. As you can see right here, it gives us the views per hour, which is going to be, oh my God, it gives us the views per hour. It gives us all the views, the duration, and we get some SEO tools and some tags and stuff like that I'm going to show you in basically video or throughout this entire course. We're gonna use vidIQ a lot, so very essential tool to have. Those are basically the 2 essential tools that you absolutely need and cannot live without: the 2 playback speed and the vidIQ. Now I'm gonna go to other tools that I use every single day: Google Calendar, Evernote, Loop, Habits, an app on my phone, and then To-Do List or Todoist. And I am a software nut, okay? I love software. I have tried every single productivity tool out there. I've tried every single to-do list app, calendar apps, note-taking apps, everything I've tried, and I've condensed it down to this very short list of essential apps basically that I use on a daily basis. You can choose if you want to use these tools yourself, or maybe you don't want to use them. Maybe you want to use one of them, and maybe you have another tool that you like the better. I'm not here to tell you to use these tools. I'm just going to show you why I use them and why they might be beneficial for your use and how you operate your business. So this is the first one, Google Calendar. And what do I use it for? I plan tomorrow today. This is probably the most important thing of Google Calendar. And I plan out what you're going to do tomorrow, and we move big rocks first. So basically, when I'm done for the day, when I'm done for, basically all my work is done, I have something I like to call plan tomorrow today plus messages. And that's when I go and plan tomorrow today. And also I answer messages like Gmail and Facebook and on the Facebook group and in the tribe. And I usually spend 1 to 2 hours. And what I do is basically I jot down 2 different things that are important for me to finish. And I move big rocks first because in the morning, you're not as groggy as you usually are. I've found that I have a lot more brain capacity in the morning, and I use that to my advantage to move very big rocks first. And also, you don't have that willpower loss. For example, if you have a 9-to-5 job right now and you go work for an entire day and then come home, your brain power and willpower is going to be depleted. And that's why you want to move big rocks first. And this is essentially things you don't want to do. The things you want to do least, you do first thing in the morning. I track and message exactly what I do on a given day so I can limit bad behavior. And I think that's the core thing about this Google Calendar is it makes me super aware of how I spend my time, and I aim at getting it as close to reality as possible. So I think the number one reason most people are not successful is because they don't track their time. Where does my time go? If you were to track every single hour of your day, you would be hyper aware of how you spend your time, and you can immediately see if your time is well spent or not. And that's what I use it for, to make every day count as much as possible, and also to know, I'm gonna go through that. Why? If I'm unsure of what I should do next, I know exactly what I have to do now. So for example, if I go into to-do list, so I have Google Calendar and to-do list up at the same time. And let's say I'm doing this one, and then I'm doing this one, and then I'm doing this one, and then I'm doing this one, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do now? That's when I go back to the calendar again to see kind of the big picture. What is my day supposed to look like? Am I supposed to film a video today? Am I supposed to do course training today? Am I supposed to do student interviews today? Google Calendar is kind of my big picture stuff. I track my work and how much I work. I track my work every single day in the habits tracker. I'm going to come back to that later. How? If you want to use this tool, how can you use this tool? Well, plan out what your entire day looks like and use it as a guide throughout the day. That's basically it. It might be very hard to get into Google Calendar. It took me a long time to actually get it right. But the main mistake I see people do is like wake up at this time, and then I'm gonna have 5 hours of work, and then I'm gonna have a lunch break, and then I'm gonna have 5 hours of work. That doesn't work if you have a schedule like that, or at least for me, it doesn't work like that. I would much rather use Google as a kind of a replication of my own life. So I don't have a schedule. I do have a schedule, basically morning run, and then it's dinner at 6 o'clock. That's it for me. But instead of having these very strict schedules, it's much more about what are you actually doing and what are you not doing, and how can you make this as close to reality as possible. So if I took a break, I'm going to add a break in here. If I ate dinner, or if I ate dinner earlier, I'm going to move this dinner up. If I all of a sudden didn't wake up at 5 a.m., I'm going to move this down. Okay, so it's more important that it's close to reality. Okay, I think you guys get that now. So the next tool I have is Evernote, and this is my favorite note-taking software. So what it is basically a way for you to have all your notes in one place, and it's kind of like a notebook, or you have a lot of different notebooks right here. As you can see, you have a notebook for affiliate marketing, you have one for customer service, goals, students, new self, and then I have an inbox right here. And basically I used to do all this categorization right here, and I'm gonna show you how it looks like basically. So as you can see, I have just one right now, which is priority, and I have this big notebook right here. And basically all I do is just sort this by updated, so the latest note actually comes up in front. I don't think that, like, I have plans to go in here and sort them. For example, I can show you how I sort them. So I have priority right here, like passive affiliate. Right now, my number one priority is the passive affiliate, the new webinar and the new course. And then YouTube right here. So I have some video ideas and stuff. I have emails I have right here. And I wouldn't really model this because it looks very messy right now. But again, I just categorize them like this, and it makes it look really nice. But right now, I mostly just click it. I just click new note, and then it's in this notebook right here, and then I just write something. I find it's a lot easier to get stuff done when you're not super categorized and stuff like that. So maybe in the future I'm gonna, because it's just to look back on stuff that you've done, and you can see the date even. And since I have Google Calendar and stuff, I always know what I'm up to and stuff like that. So Evernote, perfect tool. I used to use Google Docs, so I used to do it like this. But I would basically write a new Google Doc, and I would write in that one, but that was not productive at all. So I quit that. Then it is, let's see, the next one is Loop, and this is a habit tracker. What is it? The best habits tracking app out there. I've tried Habit Bull. I've tried, there's so many, and all of them is like habit stuff. So I can't really remember the names, but I think I bought like the premium version of at least 5 different habit trackers before I found Loop, which is the best one. And why track habits? Well, tracking something is the only way to know if you're getting better or worse. The more boxes you tick in a day, the better off you'll be. So here are some of the habits that I want to have. And when starting out, do not do too many habits at the same time. So I started with coffee in the morning because I wanted to be consistent at using this app. So I drink coffee every single morning. It's not a habit I want to have, but it forced me to basically use this app. So every single day I'm going to drink coffee. I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and drink coffee. And that was kind of the first ones. And then I added, okay, I'm going to take my supplements like omega-3 and other stuff. I'm not going to share my supplements because I'm not an expert at that. You should go and talk to someone else. And then I had like morning mindset, and then brush morning, and then 8 hours of work, and then run, and then meditate and eat clean, answer messages, plan tomorrow into 2. This is basically plan tomorrow today, right? Into Google Calendar. And then I'll have a different app actually that I review my day. So basically I ask myself the question at the end of the day, how many work hours did I put in? And also, how did today feel? so I can rank myself from bad to good. I'm actually 2 seconds. I think the app is called Dailyo. Yeah, it's called Dailyo. So I don't have that on here, but yeah, basically you're tracking your Dailyo. Yeah, I can't find it. Doesn't matter. I use that app as well. I like it. You can basically say, was your day very good, good, middle, not that good, or bad, and you track basically your mood. And also I review my day, and then I brush my teeth again, and then in bed at 9 o'clock. So the more of these I've done in a day, the better I feel, and the better my habits are gonna stick. And we should go, or I'm gonna talk a lot more about this in the mindset training that will be after or before this. Don't really know yet. But again, tracking something is the only way you know if you're getting better or worse. My mom tried doing like meditation. She's like really into like yoga and meditation all of a sudden. And I said to her, you should download this app right now. And she said, no, I don't need that. I don't need that. And what ended up happening, obviously, is she went back to her old routines. And she said, when we were talking about it, she said, no, I just do it. I just do it every day. I just do it. Yeah, I just have this weird thing in my mind that I just do it. And I was like, that's bullshit. You need to track it. If you don't track it, you're not going to see your progress, and also you're not going to be motivated, or at the days you're motivated, you're not going to be forcing yourself to do the habits that you don't want to do, because meditation sucks. Meditation is the shittiest thing. Running sucks ass, but it helps you so much. So you have inside of this app, you basically have a streak. So you can click on one of these right here, and then you can see how much your habit is actually working. Let's see if we can have, so here you can check your habit strength, and let's see here. So yeah, come on now. So here you can see your habit strength, and that's basically, if you do it every single day, you get higher up on this habit strength, and if you taper off, you get worse, and then you get better, and then worse. And it's such a good thing to have, because you want to track everything, because what's tracking is just, it's a key to life, because you are hyper aware of what you're doing. The next thing is like on Snapchat, they have like streaks, right? So if you snap back and forth with another person, you get the streak, and everyone is trying to get to 100 streak or something like that. One of my friends, he came to like 60-day streak with a girl that he really wanted to get on with. And after 60 days, he found out that she got a boyfriend. And he's like, I did a 60 streak with her just because I wanted to fuck her, and now she has a boyfriend. That's so rude. And I thought it was so funny. But streaks are another psychological trick you can use in your life to basically, if you're on a 29-day streak of running, you don't want to go back to 0 again. And if you go to 0, you're like, oh my God, why did I do that? And basically this shows you exactly the streak length, and to motivate you to have more streaks like this and get a longer period of when you eat well, like a 30-day streak and stuff like that. And I found that this is immensely helpful. On top of the graph, I like the graph a lot. So that is the other tool that I use on a daily basis. I love this tool so much, and I use it literally whenever I take my supplements. I click this button because it feels good. Whenever I do my morning mindset, I go immediately to my phone and click this button to get that instant gratification, because you want to get that instant gratification for things that are long term. Like morning mindset, you're not going to see a good results today, but you will see great results tomorrow, or and the next day, and a month from now. Or meditation, you're not going to see a result today or instant gratification today, but you're going to see it a month from now or a year from now. So having these habits is key, in my opinion. The last one we're going to check out is Todoist, and Todoist is a to-do list app. And here I have basically all of or I'm going to read right now. Everything that needs to get done goes in Todoist. Cross off items on your to-do list gives you dopamine, gives you direction about what to do next. Allows you to take massive action instead of stop and go. Allows you to batch items effectively. So to-do list has probably been the number one tool in my it's been the number one tool. I started doing to-do list before I started doing, I would say Evernote and Todoist is probably my favorite apps and two of the most essential apps if you're just starting out. When it comes to time management and being super productive, I would be highly recommending like the Loop Tracker and also the Google Calendar, because Evernote and To-Do List is kind of like all you need to do in order to make videos. But if you want to get higher and get faster and get better, you really want to get the right habits, and also you want to be productive with time management. So To-Do List, it's very simple. I like this app a lot because you can, I don't know why I like this better than other ones. It was just a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. There's nothing really special about it. It's just a very simple to-do list app. And it also gives you a little bit dopamine boost of this. You've completed 5 tasks today and stuff like that. And basically I just plop every single thing that needs to get done. I plop it in here. And then you can do something with hashtags. So you can click hashtag Webby, for example, and then it moves into Webby project. And this is very effective for batching, because say you want to edit, say you have 3 different video things you need to edit, and you take on this one. This is all happening in Premiere Pro, or this is all happening in Photoshop. This is all happening in ClickFunnels, ClickMagick, all the tools that you use. And it allows for batching. And batching is basically instead of doing your laundry every day, you basically wait until you have a bunch of laundry and then you do it once. That's basically batching. So I think, like for example, look at this, like clean fridge, mow lawn, and also I had like clean kitchen. I did that yesterday. But all of them are basically outside of my computer. So I've batched them all together to do like, also I went to the store. So I mowed the lawn, I went to the store, I cleaned the fridge, and also I did the kitchen. I cleaned the kitchen. So all of it was batching. With taking massive action instead of stop and go. So what happens is that some people like, okay, I'm going to do just this, I'm going to do this right here, this one right here. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I've done with that. What should I do now? And instead of going like, okay, now I need to figure out what I need to do, you just go into the next one. You just take 1 item, 2 item, 3 item. You just go through the list. You just go through the entire list of figuring out what you should do today. And also this Google Calendar helps you all as well. The last thing I want to actually touch upon is getting your routines right. So this has to do a little bit about mindset as well, but actually having a routine where you wake up at the same time every day and go to bed at the same time every day is very crucial, because your body and your ancestors. So we're going a little bit outside of this now, but your ancestors woke up at the same time and went to bed at the same time every single day. Throughout the entire evolution of humans, so 2 million years, your body has been improving and optimizing for a routine. today or this year or when the internet came is the only time. So I'm going to say that again. Once internet came is the only time humans have slept less. So it truly messes up your entire internal system as well as your cortisols. It's basically a hack, because your body knows that you wake up at the same time every day. Your body knows that you're going to feed it at the same time every day. And that's basically just a spike cortisol at this time, produce pee this time, produce this amount of saliva this time. And it all is just a magnificent tool. And your body is all filled with these amazing tools to make your brain power basically be amazing and to make you feel amazing if you do a natural or a routine. You stick to a routine. And I made basically 50K per month, and then I started getting a routine, and that was basically my plateau. Once I started the routine and waking up at 5 a.m. every day, which is, I don't recommend you do that in the beginning, but maybe take it into consideration later. Once I started doing that, everything changed. The routine and optimizing for instincts. We're gonna do all of this in the mindset training. So we're going to come back to that. I'm working on the mindset training because I'm just going to produce one insanely valuable mindset training, and that's it. So that is going to be today's video. Thank you so much. It's all, go download a double speed. This is essential for watching these videos. vidIQ, you need to download that as well. Also, you have Google Calendar, Evernote, Loop, Habits app, and to-do list. You can do any of these, whatever you want. But that is going to be today's video. Thank you so much, passive affiliates, and I'll see you in the next one.